Welcome to the Brant and Sherry Oddcast, sponsored by America's Christian Credit Union. To order Brant's latest book, Life is Hard, God is Good, Let's Dance, or to find out more about the show, go to BrantHansen.com.
Sherry asked me how it went over the weekend, and it was good.
I was praying for you.
Thank you. You're welcome. It was a really, really great weekend.
Really?
And
Well,
I love spending time with my brother.
Yeah.
And I posted this on social media. I hope to be a blessing to people. And the reaction that it got
was that you were.
Was it that I was?
And that there's
yes.
so many. What I took from the reaction is that there are so many people suffering in silence.
Yeah. And you don't know how to grieve.
Yes.
Something like that.
Right.
And gosh, I got a note from a radio friend. He's like, yeah, I have similar background, but I'm an only child. And I thought, oh, I'm so grateful I wasn't an only child in this case. That'd be so hard.
Yeah.
And Darren and I both agreed, and we spent a lot of time talking, and we went to the graveside together, and, you know, we were thankful for Dad. We wouldn't be the same, and our kids wouldn't be the same, and our grandkids, and I've said that, but it's like I wouldn't change a thing about them. Mm-hmm. And I realized, too, that my dad already had a very dark, ironic sense of humor. And he wasn't hilarious, but there's stuff that I appreciate about it.
Yeah.
The times when I did make him laugh, it wasn't very often, but a couple times it was nice.
Yeah.
And yeah, all this stuff, it's over, and we're thankful for him. I thank God again today for my dad. And did I get sad? No. Still haven't.
Yeah.
I'm just thankful he's done with all that. The grinding need for attention and the grinding need for pity.
Yeah.
That he sought constantly. Like, it's just.
And obviously couldn't get away from.
No, never did.
Yeah.
To the last.
Yeah.
So that was wonderful. I'm glad I went up there. It was like 0 degrees, and he picked a place I didn't understand why. I don't know. My brother didn't either. But
okay. Your dad picked it.
Yeah, and
okay.
I can't emphasize, like, Illinois, central Illinois in the winter, you can see for miles of just flatness.
It was shocking. You told me.
Yeah.
And when we went on tour one time in that area, Well,
that wasn't even that area. I was telling you, like, we were driving across northern Indiana, and you're like, man, there's nothing here. I'm like, huh.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
You and Carolyn were like, you ain't seen nothing.
This is nice. Yeah, it's just snowy flatness and wind and the cemetery, very, very small cemetery, just a copse of trees. And so, yeah, it was good. And the basketball game was amazing.
Yeah.
You know what was super sweet, the basketball game? And I think this is the result of maybe your prayers or other people praying for us. That basketball game was like, this is your life for me.
How so?
It was really wild. Okay, so this is a game that has 17,000 people at it, right?
Okay, right.
And I walk in, I got a text from a kid I used to be his youth pastor. He was there with his family, who I hadn't met his kids before. Now they're in high school.
Wow.
Like, I met his daughter, and that was wonderful.
That's so sweet.
And then my brother's kids, my two of my nephews, happened to be there separately.
Okay.
But I was able to get an extra ticket for one of them, and the other one was going with his work group. So I got to see them at the game.
Nice.
I just had blown into Illinois just for a little bit, so I got to spend time laughing with them on stuff. I got to be with my friends from college who got the tickets.
Yeah.
That was wonderful.
Yeah.
And then I used to work with a guy who's the play-by-play guy for Illinois. We were at the radio station together years ago.
Yeah.
And I know he's busy, but I saw him in the tunnel, and he was doing an interview, and I waited for him to be done, and he looked over, he's like, wait, what? He did a double take. And he didn't have much time, but we connected a little bit, asked about families, and then he saw me sitting across the court, directly across from him. And so before the game, I guess he had a couple minutes, and he came over and just sat down. He's like, tell me what's going on.
Wow.
And we caught up about his life and stuff. And there was a guy, this is the sweetest thing. there was a guy who's the all-time leading scorer for Illinois. So that's big time. He's 6'10", guy from Chicago.
Okay.
Named Deon Thomas. And he happened to be in college when I was in college.
Okay.
I've never met him before. But, totally different background. He's from Chicago and I'm from Nowheresville downstate. And he was doing the color commentary. He's played professionally around the world. He's done all this stuff, and he's just a legend. His jersey's hanging in the rafters.
Oh,
all right?
Okay.
So I think he leads all time in rebounds too. I'm not sure. He comes over and says, "I heard about your dad."
Wow. What?
I don't know if it was from Brian, the play-by-play guy, or no, it was a friend of a friend. So my college friends. I don't know. I don't understand it. But he certainly didn't need to come over and talk about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that's really cool of you to say that. He's getting ready to announce a game. The players are all over the court, shooting, and the cheerleaders are jumping around. He's just like, yeah. And he came back over during halftime to talk more about it and just say, I don't know what would happen, like how I'd react for my dad. My mom, I would be bereft. But just with the dad stuff, it's a different deal. And Darren was like, same with me, man. But we were laughing because we're at the graveside the next day, and Darren was like, it's like what Deon Thomas told me. We just both started laughing. Like, what are the odds?
It's three
below
here.
Right.
Wind
it's like Deon said.
When I was talking to Deon.
Deon Thomas said, but we've known his name for 30 years or whatever. He's a legend. And so he could not have been kinder. And then he texted me.
Really?
He got my number from somebody and just followed up, just said, hey, yeah.
That's so sweet.
The whole evening was really sweet like that. Like, what in the world?
No, I think of it, things like that, I always call them times of refreshing from the Lord.
Yeah, I think so.
But it's something that God sees that you need, that you wouldn't have been able to articulate. So you wouldn't have been able to say, can my nephews be there, and then can I meet Deon, and then you wouldn't have
not at all.
You wouldn't have been able to do that. But he's so sweet to us that he puts something together that it is refreshing to you and your brother. It was
so refreshing.
Yeah.
It was epic.
Yeah.
I mean, it's such a visual experience because there's like flames and stuff when they introduce the lineups, and it's like all the music and all the guys. These guys are so tall. The small guy for Illinois, the freshman, he looks like a baby. I'm like, he's the smallest guy on the court, 6'6".
Right, and you and Darren are sitting on like literally on the court. Yeah.
So I had to keep my feet in because I would have tripped the ref every time down the court.
Wow.
Like he's running along the sideline.
So amazing.
It was, and so Illinois won, which was great. But all against the backdrop of this, my dad was an Illini fan, but the most negative one of all. And so early in the second half, my brother said, well, let's go. Let's beat the traffic. Like, I slapped so hard, like, yeah, let's beat the traffic. Yeah. So that was great. And spending time with my family was awesome.
Yeah. It's something it's especially when you've gone through trauma. We've talked about this before, is that your sibling holds like all we have the same information, like that no one knows anything else in this book but the two of us.
Right. So imagine the analog for you is like, all right, you go back to Pennsylvania, you feel like you should, just for whatever reason, with your brother.
Yeah.
Steelers are playing that weekend, so he's like, I got sideline tickets for you and your brother. Like you're happy for your brother.
Yeah.
You're happy for you. It's just like a little nod.
It is.
That's fun.
Yeah.
And then to get to see people from and then we ran into a guy from high school.
Wow.
Haven't seen him since high school. He played on the team with my brother, basketball. And he was in the little food area, and and just hadn't seen him for years. He's like, amazing. I thought that was Darren, and then I was like, I don't know if it's Darren. And then he's like, but that looks like Brant. It's got to be those guys. And so that was great to see it. So it was like high school, college, youth ministry, my workplace with Brian, like the radio people, all of it.
God is so
It was so sweet.
He is very sweet and kind to us.
So thanks for your prayers. Yes, thank you. And I do hope you can read, there's like 800 comments, and I'm trying to read them all because it matters to me.
I was very moved, obviously, by what you wrote and just, man, I honor you for your, transparency is a word that gets thrown around, right? But in your transparency, I can always tell it's not that for that sake. Like, I'll just keep it real.
Yes,
right?
right.
It is to be a blessing.
That's just it. I mean, I guess they were a mixed bag, but as far as I know, as far as I can tell my motives, it's honestly 100% that.
No, I could read it and tell.
There's no upshot, but I regret if anybody could look at that and say that's performative in some way. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Tell them, well, y'all, let me give you my phone number and call me.
Yeah,
and I'll tell you. No, it really.
And I could have been doing this I could have been doing this for years and years.
Yes, you could have. But you honored your father, and you did not do what you clearly could have done, because there's so many people who are like, I didn't know that you went through that. I didn't know, because you honored him in your silence about it, right? And then when you do say something, it is, we can tell that you did the work that you told us to do in 2015. Like, we've all been doing this together. That this wasn't, I think that would have been disappointing if it felt like, wait a minute, this guy told us this, and now it's and it totally was not that.
No.
And you could tell by the responses, and I think that made me really kind of emotional, because I always feel that way when I'm like, oh, God's people suffer so much in silence. And there's, there were so many people who could relate and were like, thank you. This is, just thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I needed to hear the Me Too's too. That's medicinal.
Yeah, and there were a lot of them.
Yeah, an awful lot.
Yeah. So,
yeah, it is doing the work. The other thing is just going, well, look, see, my brother and I are praying for each other's families. Mm-hmm. That's what we're doing. We're blessing each other's families. So that's where this wound up. And I think I told this to you. We talked about this, right? I talked about spiritually speaking out. Like, this is, and I told my brother about that. So we're at the graveside and just going, the enemy knows.
Yeah.
That didn't work.
Yeah.
Here we are. Praise the Lord.
Yeah.
The Lord is good. He is faithful.
Mercy endures forever.
Mercy endures forever. And we're saying this after all that you did. Like, no, you didn't get us.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Thank you once again to America's Christian Credit Union. If you're not banking with them, recommend it. Our experience has been really good.
Yeah.
Sherry's has, mine has. And they also have a special thing right now where you can get a really great rate on your checking account. So you can make money just by having a checking account, up to $15,000. It's like 4%, which is...
That's pretty amazing.
Awesome. Yeah, so check it out. It's americaschristiancu.com, americaschristiancu.com/Brant. We are so thankful here for John and Ryan and Barbara and Denise, the whole family at United Faith Mortgage. They support our mission here. They're a family business that now serves people all across the country. They're direct lenders, too, doing mortgages and refinances. And with every closed loan, they give a donation to help heal kids in the name of Jesus through Cure International. United Faith Mortgage. You can find out more at unitedfaithmortgage.com.
United Mortgage Corp. NMLS number 1330. Equal housing lender.
Anybody want to be shocked? Well, you're in the right place, because I am a shock jock.
I think typically people would say no to that by and large.
Really? Then why are we so successful, us shock jocks?
Go ahead. What do you got for us?
Check this out. All right. I'm excited about this.
Yes.
A cubic mile, fog, right?
Fog, yes.
Right. A cubic mile of ordinary fog contains less than 1 gallon of water. That's a cubic mile. A cube.
Yes.
Up, down.
No, yes, I know. Yeah. That's not
less
bad.
than 1 gallon.
Yes, that's not bad
I
at all.
know.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
People could use that in
that
traffic.
That is crazy. Right. That is nuts.
All right.
Shocking.
Yes.
You ever have a little kid draw you a picture and then you look at it and you're like, this isn't good enough?
What?
Yeah, have you ever done that? Like, this is not a good enough photo or good enough picture you drew. I don't like it.
No, I've never done
that. No, I don't know anybody who's ever done that.
Right.
I love this point. It's from Richard Foster. He pointed this out. He talked about prayer. Like, you think God's taking your halting, stumbling prayer and going, not good enough. Or is he glad that you're interacting with him? Don't talk yourself out of praying because you don't feel like you're polished enough or you don't do it just right. Like, you wouldn't do that to a small child. I don't think God will do it to his child either. He's just like, yeah, this is not good enough. People of a certain generation will remember the name of this band called Guns N' Roses.
Yes.
They're coming out with a new album now.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Huh.
According to one of their members, whose name is Slash. And so...
How?
Yeah.
I don't want to be ageist.
No.
Okay,
I feel like they feel like they have to do this. I want them to know again.
I let them off the hook. That's
nice. A lot of hard work.
It is.
You don't have to do that.
No, we're okay.
Yeah, right. If you want to settle on down, you guys have been rocking
for a long time.
And sometimes you just need to dial it in. And it's okay. Just tuck yourself in.
The Brant and Sherry Oddcast, sponsored by America's Christian Credit Union. To find out more about the show, go to BrantHansen.com.